Los Angeles Chargers received some exciting news regarding their offensive line. Although the focus is mainly on the Chargers, the Detroit Lions team also piques interest, and we will touch on some NBA discussion shortly. Regarding the Chargers, the optimistic update refers to the unfolding draft scenario, with the team holding the 22nd overall pick. Colston Loveland has always been a standout, and he is currently climbing the draft boards. To summarize, Matthew Golden has seen a decline in his position, which is curious, and I have some information regarding this situation. Golden, known for his remarkable 4.29-second 40-yard dash, is considered by many to be the top wide receiver in this draft class. However, there are two other wide receivers ahead of him. Travis Hunter is among them, and although opinions about his style are divided, he plays both cornerback and wide receiver. The question arises, where does he excel most? It seems he wants to play both roles, which is understandable, but perhaps focusing on one position could be more advantageous. This situation harkens back to college football days, when athletes were simply labeled as athletes without a specific position. Next, we have Tate McMillan, who stands 6 feet 4 inches tall and weighs 265 pounds, making him a more conventional wide receiver. In contrast, Matthew Golden is 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighs 191 pounds. He is praised for his ability to create separation, often compared to Lad Monty. So, while two skilled receivers are available, Golden continues to fall on the draft boards, which could have a positive side. The downside involves the loss of a tight end, but the exciting part is that another tight end, Royo, continues to be mentioned in draft simulations linked to the Chargers. Let's dive deeper into this topic. Additionally, the situation becomes intriguing, as despite the loss of a tight end, another name, Royo, remains under consideration and discussions about him persist. The scenario is evolving, and the offense seems to be adjusting. Royo, who played in a professional offensive system, could be a viable option in the second round. The offense is developing, and there are expectations that the blocking game will be evaluated, although his celebrations and on-field interactions are grabbing attention. In this context, with 2 rounds and 2 of the top 10 picks, the wide receiver position might already be resolved, reflecting the current playing style, which moves away from rigid positional definitions. Now, different player profiles, which are dynamic and multifunctional, are taking the spotlight. There is a demand for a tight end who also possesses blocking skills, but has the versatility to play different roles, such as H-back or a big wide receiver, like Royo. This brings excitement to the scene. If Matthew Golden continues his drop, the chance of selecting him becomes more concrete. In the second and third rounds, Royo is one of the alternatives to be considered. Let's observe this. Here is Golden, showing exactly what we are discussing. He sheds a defender, makes the move, and advances another 40 yards. It's an impressive route that many wouldn't be able to execute. However, the presence of an exceptional quarterback is crucial. The question remains, how to handle strong lineups, like the Vikings, when considering options between veterans and new prospects. Having a reliable quarterback is essential, and the significance of this position is paramount. Imagine a team with a strong lineup that is weighing the decision to either rely on a seasoned player or turn to a newcomer who is currently unable to play due to an injury. This sets up a considerable dilemma. On the other hand, having a quarterback with remarkable skill can dramatically shift the flow of the game. We are merely 10 days away from a pivotal juncture, and while challenges may arise, improvements are taking shape. One of the leading wide receivers in the current market is an extraordinary talent, and bringing in another capable player would undoubtedly be a smart move. The current choices are plentiful. As we anticipate, this is the moment many have been eagerly waiting for, with the early rounds on the horizon, including 1 pick in the 7th round. Selections made in the 6th round can often be hit or miss, but statistically, a significant portion of those drafted in the first 5 rounds tends to make a noticeable impact. Some teams have experienced outstanding drafts lately. Looking back at their history, although only a small number of players may have evolved into key contributors, those few could very well be on the journey to becoming legendary figures in the game, highlighting how crucial player selection is for influencing a team's trajectory. When analyzing a specific team, the strategy becomes clear. Observing the overall context of the AFC West, the current situation is quite interesting. From a viewer's perspective, it seems that one team is at a crucial point, facing two possible directions. It's easy to envision a scenario where this team faces challenges, especially in a conference with so much competitiveness. One player has some game footage available, which may or may not be useful. He is still a rookie, and while he has shown potential, there's always the risk of not meeting expectations. The possibility of facing difficulties might resemble that of a player whom everyone expects to develop, but who may not. This team remains an unknown. It may shine or go through a rough patch, and it's challenging to predict what its path will be. Meanwhile, another team seems ready to make progress, offering more consistency and a stronger foundation, although its potential is still limited by the lack of key players. The expectation is for progress, but perhaps this won't come to fruition. A true enigma is the team mentioned. It could truly be promising or face obstacles, which remains uncertain. The second team will likely show progress, demonstrating greater regularity and a significantly more robust foundation, but its potential is relatively constrained. The lack of necessary players is clear, and the quarterback won't be exceptional. However, there's a fierce rivalry. The teams do not like each other, making the competition intense. And then, there's another team. This is a topic we love to discuss, as examining the division is crucial. Winning the division means securing a playoff spot and getting the chance to play at home, which is exactly the goal here. This is still of great importance, especially in a division that is far from easy, as no division will be a walk in the park. One must be prepared for crucial games, and divisional matchups have a unique essence. Now, with notable coaches involved, it is simply fun and exciting. The last point I'd like to highlight is the start of the playoffs in a major league. There are mixed opinions on this league. It was highly appreciated in past decades, particularly by a team that gained many fans, which generated great enthusiasm. However, it's not entirely clear how people feel about the league now. Recently, a certain type of taco was tried that convinced everyone it's the way forward. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Los Angeles Chargers. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well.
The NFL offseason has already sparked excitement, but nothing has captured the attention of fans quite like the Los Angeles Chargers' surprise move, their aggressive pursuit of Zack Baun. The linebacker, who made an explosive impact with the Philadelphia Eagles, has quickly become one of the most sought-after defenders in the league. After a standout 2024 season, where Baun was not only named to the Pro Bowl but also earned first-team All-Pro honors, the Chargers have made it clear they intend to bolster their defense with one of the game's brightest stars. Baun's meteoric rise has been nothing short of spectacular. After 4 solid years with the New Orleans Saints, the linebacker broke out in Philadelphia, turning heads with a performance that earned him Defensive Player of the Week accolades, and cemented his place as one of the NFL's premier defenders. In just his first season with the Eagles, Baun racked up 15 tackles and 2 sacks in a thrilling win over the Green Bay Packers, proving that his transition to inside linebacker was nothing short of seamless. But it wasn't just regular season stats that had teams buzzing about Baun. His postseason exploits were equally impressive. In the wild-card game against Green Bay, Baun's interception was pivotal, and his performance in Super Bowl LAX was a defining moment. With 7 tackles and an interception that directly led to an Eagles touchdown, Baun helped secure a 40-22 victory over the Kansas City Chiefs, earning his first-ever Super Bowl ring. It was this stage, the grandest of them all, where Baun truly showcased his ability to perform under pressure. The Chargers' interest in Baun is rooted in their need for a game-changer on defense. With a revamped coaching staff and an offense that already has the tools to compete with the league's best, Los Angeles has turned its attention to improving its defensive front. Baun, with his combination of athleticism, leadership, and proven ability to step up in clutch moments, could be the piece that elevates the Chargers' defense to elite status. It's a move that signals their commitment to not just making the playoffs, but making a deep postseason run. While the terms of the potential deal are still under wraps, it's clear that Baun's future with the Chargers could be a transformative one. With a 3-year, $51 million contract already inked with the Eagles, Baun has secured his financial future, but the opportunity to join a rising Chargers squad could offer him the chance to become the centerpiece of their defense. As the NFL offseason continues to unfold, all eyes will be on Zack Baun and whether his next move will make him the cornerstone of the Chargers' championship aspirations. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Los Angeles Chargers, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.